One of Us is next. Chapter 23, Maeve, Thursday, March 26th. This is pointless, Phoebe grumbles. I can't see anything. We're over half an hour late to Callahan Park thanks to rush hour traffic, but as soon as we pulled into a meteored spot in front of the fence, we spotted a lone figure sitting on the gazebo steps, directly within our line of sight, but too far away to see anything clearly. Even with Knox's binoculars at full strength, Phoebe's been fiddling with them for almost 5 minutes, but she still can't make out who it is. I turn to face her in the back seat. Do you want to leave? She takes her head vehemently. No way, we've come this close. We've come this far. And he's right here. I just need to get a little closer. She peers through the window. Check out the climbing structure on the playground. There's a little house on top of that. There's a little house on top. That would be perfect. If I go in there, I could see a lot better. Lewis frowns. We said you'd stay in the car. Look at the path to the playground, though. It has those tall bushes. He'd never see me coming, Phoebe insists. Plus, the play area is nice and crowded. I can get up there all stealthy-like. She pokes Knox in the arm. Can I have your sweatshirt? Okay. He removes it with a bemused expression and hands it over. Phoebe pulls a faded gray hoodie over a pink shirt and zips it up. This smells nice, she says. Did you just watch it? No. Knox looks guilty. Not for a while, actually. Sorry. Oh, Phoebe shrugs. What do you smell like then? She lifts the hood over her head and stuffs her bright curls beneath it. There, incognito. I'm short, so I can pass for a kid. Lewis is still fretting. I'll go with you, he says, but Phoebe shakes her head. He's seen you before. You'll stick out too much. I'll take Knox. Sure, why not? Knox murmurs. I am utterly unbetrustive, after all. I bite my lip and glance at the gazebo. The boy is pacing now, circling in the small structure. I don't know, Phoebe. Whoever this guy is, he's starting to freak me out. Maybe we should just leave. Not without getting a look at him, she says dodgily. I need to know if it's Derek. She pops the door open and tugs at Knox's sleeves. Are you coming or what? Obviously I am. Knox sighs and turns to me. Text if he makes a move, okay? He won't. He'll never see us coming, Phoebe says confidently. I think she's probably right, but my stomach still twists as she and Knox get out of the car. I lose sight of them almost immediately on the woodsy path, then catch a glimpse of them weaving through the playground. This is fucked up, Lewis mutters in the passenger seat beside me. This was like last year when you and Bronwyn were following Simon's trail. Not really, I say. I only ever did online stuff. Bronwyn stalked out a guy once, but he was harmless. He ended up helping us out, and actually, I jumped on my phone vibrating with a text and looked at it. It's from Knox. We're here. They made it. I report and text back. Is it Derek? She hasn't looked yet. A lens popped out of my binoculars, so we're putting it back. There have been technical difficulties with binoculars, I tell Lewis. He flashes a smile. Equipment failure always happens at the worst possible times. I don't think about making a joke back, except I'm suddenly hyper-aware of the fact that I'm alone with Lewis for the first time since I yelled at him at Cooper's game. We've texted back and forth since then, but he accepted my apology, but I haven't said any of the things I really want to say, just like always. So, I blurt out, right as he says, listen, and then we both pause. You first, we say at the same time. Lewis laughs a little and I smile awkwardly, and then I gather up the courage and say, no, you know what? Me first, if that's okay. Because if he says something I don't want to hear, then I won't tell him my thing, and even though my heart is practically pounding out of my chest at the thought of being fully honest with him, I still want him to know. His eyes lock on mine, his expression unreadable. Okay, deep breath. I want to talk to you about what I said at Cooper's game. I trail off and swallow, trying to loosen my throat so I can get the rest of the words out, but I've already started wrong because Louis shakes his head. I told you, forget about that. He brushes my arm with his hands and his fingers lightly tracing the edge of fading bruise. I get it. You're in a bad place. It's not that. I mean, yes, I was, but that's not the only reason I was rude. His hand stills will say where it is. The heat from his skin radiating onto mine is making it hard to think, but I don't want to pull away. I just need to get a couple more sentences out. I was, jealous. I can't look at him in the right now, so I stare straight ahead at my car's control panel. I saw you with Monica, and I got jealous because it looked like you were on a date, and I wanted that to be me because I like you, Lewis. I have for a while. There, I said it. And how quickly, still not looking at him and added in a rush. It's totally fine if you don't feel the same way because we can still be friends and I won't be worried about it. Whoa, hold up, Lewis interrupts. Can I answer before you answer for me? Oh. My face flames. I stare so hard at the dice that I'm surprised the numbers on my odometer don't move. Yeah, of course, sorry. Louis' hands moves down from my arms until his fingers lace my body and tugs my hand lightly. Look at me, okay? He says quietly. I turn my head and there's such a soft, open expression on his face that I feel a spark of hope. I like you too, Maeve, he says, his dark eyes steady on mine. I have for a while. My heart skips and then soars. Oh, I say again. I've forgotten all other words. His lips quirk. So, should we do something about this, or would you rather keep torturing me from a distance? My smile bag feels big enough to take over my entire face. We should, I manage. Do something. Good, Lewis says. He touches my face and leans in close. My eyes flutter shut and warmth floods my veins as I wait for his lips to meet mine until my lap buzzes loudly. We both startle and pull back. Damn it all to hell, I mutter in frustration, snatching my phone. I forgot we were on a stakeout. Lewis laughs. Never a dull moment with you. What's up? I read Knox's text, blink a few times, and read it again. Phoebe says it's not Derek. Really? Lewis sounds as surprised as I feel. Then who is it? She doesn't know. She says she's never seen him before. Lewis frowns. That's weird. My phone buzzes with another text from Knox. He's leaving. Oh! I grab Lewis's arm. The figure we've been watching at the gazebo, but suddenly a lot closer. That's him! Intense skies cutting across the grass and through the edge of the playground, but he doesn't spare a glance for the climbing structure where Phoebe is. He pushes past a group of kids and heads for the park exit. At this distance, there's no mistaking the same person who confronted Mr. Santos a few weeks back. There are two paths he could take out of the park, and he chooses the one leading all straight to my car. Shit, he's coming this way, I say, looking down and show my face. The guy barely flicks his eyes over me at Cafe Contigo, but it's better safe than sorry. Duck, Lewis. Instead, Lewis does exactly what he shouldn't do, which is lean forward for a better view. Stop, I hiss. Don't let him see you. He'll recognize you. So? Lewis says, honest to God, he might be the hottest guy I've ever seen, but he's useless in this stick-out situation. I try to push him back, but he's still craning his neck. An intense guy is right there, about to cross in front of my car, so I have no choice except to grab a hold of Lewis's face and kiss him. I mean, I probably have other choices, but this is the best one. I'm twisted awkwardly, held back my seatbelt until Lewis reaches around me and unbuckles it. I break our kiss and slide out from behind the wheel. He pulls me closer, lifts me onto his lap, and I turn my hands to either side of his face. His arms feel warm and solid around me, holding me in place as we stare into each other's eyes for beautiful, he breathes, and I melt. Then his lips crash against mine, and it's happening again. The heat, the dizziness, and the desperate need to be as close to him as possible. His thumbs sweep over my cheeks, my fingers are twisted in his hair, and the kiss goes on until I've completely forgotten where we are and what we're supposed to be doing. Right up until the loud rap on the window. Oh God, it all comes rushing back as I look up, expecting to see a tense guy glowing down at us. Instead, Phoebe cocks her head and waves, smiling brightly. Knox still a few yards behind her, head down as he stuffs his binoculars in another case. She turns around and positions herself in front of the window, her back to us. I have no memory of this happening, but at some point, either Lewis or I reclined the seat so that we're practically flat. So I just across Lewis's lap with the button and can't keep from laughing as the seat starts slowly rising while we're still tangled together. This is a recline function, I say, smoothing my hair. Good to know. Lewis kisses my neck, his palms warm against my waist. Thanks for the demonstration. No problem. I do this for everybody. It's important to know how the vehicle operates. I reluctantly slide off Lewis's lap and behind the wheel. Then I squeeze his hand, feeling giddy that apparently I can do that now. To be continued? He smiles and squeezes back. Definitely. Well, Phoebe opens the rear door and crawls across the seat. The hood of Knox's sweatshirt is still up and lace pulled tight around her face. Knox follows and closes the door behind him. He seems preoccupied with his binoculars. I'm pretty sure Phoebe ran interference quickly enough that he didn't see anything but Lewis and me. I've officially never seen the guy before in my life, and I have absolutely no idea who he is. So now what? Should we? Shit, here he comes. Knox pulls Phoebe towards him, pressing her into his shoulder as she lets out a strangled yelp. I duck down automatically in my seat, but Lewis, of course, stays where he is. He's really terrible at this. Sorry, Knox says in a calmer voice as he releases Phoebe. But he just drove past us. Don't worry, he didn't look our way. Phoebe leans forward and peers between the front seats. The blue car? She asked. When Knox grunts in agreement, she taps my shoulder. Follow him. We'll see what this rotor does when he isn't stalking girls he's never met.